we present to you a detailed examination of the unique marital customs of Tibet. These customs continue to hold significant importance in the lives of the local inhabitants. In this discourse, we will delve into the phenomenon of polyandry. This is where a single woman is married to multiple men concurrently. We will also investigate the traditions of abstinence within married life. Furthermore, we will look at the role of relatives in family matters. Finally, we will review the increasing fascination among tourists with Tibetan culture. A thorough exploration of these elements will aid in understanding why these traditions have persisted for centuries. We will also discover the value they hold for Tibetan society. The marriage practices of Tibet have their roots in the depths of history. They were molded by the harsh natural environment and the cultural heritage of the local people. The geographical seclusion of the region has fostered the preservation of ancient customs. These customs ensure the stability and survival of communities. One of the key factors in the emergence of polyandry was the desire to preserve landholdings within a single family. This is because dividing property among heirs could lead to its fragmentation. It could also lead to the economic weakening of the family. In addition to economic considerations, polyandry also arose due to the demographic characteristics of the region. Limited resources did not allow each woman to establish a separate household. Therefore, marriages with multiple husbands contributed to a more equitable distribution of the population. Moreover, this practice strengthened kinship ties. This is because brothers who married the same woman remained in one family and supported one another. It might seem surprising, but in some regions of Central Asia, polyandry is still prevalent. A woman may have between 2 and 5 husbands. This form of marriage offers several important advantages. First, the woman usually marries brothers. This creates an atmosphere of trust within the family. This is because all the spouses already know each other well. Second, polyandry proves to be economically beneficial. In Tibet, natural resources are limited. The majority of people live in small villages. The financial stability of a family does not always allow one man to cover all expenses associated with marriage. Therefore, brothers pool their resources to support their wife and children. Third, sometimes the eldest brother cannot have children due to health conditions or age. In such instances, all husbands are considered equal. They jointly bear responsibility for the family. Interestingly, in some Tibetan communities, a woman can choose her own husbands. Although traditionally, the family plays a significant role in this process. In Tibet, alongside polyandry, there exists a tradition of abstinence on the wedding night. In subsequent periods, spouses practice moderation. Tibetans believe this has a beneficial effect on health and overall well-being. A crucial aspect of Tibetan philosophy is the balance of energy. It is believed that excessive sexual activity can lead to a loss of vital force. For this reason, Tibetans strive to maintain moderation. They pay particular attention to the harmony between physical and spiritual aspects of life. Buddhism views abstinence as one way to achieve inner harmony and spiritual growth. In some families, voluntary restrictions in marital intimacy are observed during specific periods. For example, this might be before religious holidays or during periods of fasting. There are also purification rituals that include abstinence, meditation, and specific practices. These practices are designed to cleanse the mind and body. Such rituals are conducted both individually and collectively. They are especially common in the lead-up to important spiritual events. Some Tibetan men undergo specialized training in controlling their emotions and physical needs. These methods include breathing exercises, concentration practices, and meditations. These are aimed at managing energy. Controlling emotions and abstaining from excesses help not only maintain physical health, but also achieve inner enlightenment. In monasteries, Tibetans can take courses in self-discipline. These courses include strict dietary control, daily purification rituals, and the study of sacred texts. In Tibetan culture, self-control is considered an important aspect of spiritual perfection. It is believed that a person who can control their desires gains not only inner strength, but also harmony with the surrounding world. The practice of abstinence is also linked to deeper Buddhist beliefs about reincarnation and the accumulation of karma. Excess in life, including immoderation in pleasures, can hinder spiritual progress. Therefore, many Tibetans consciously choose the path of moderation. These traditions are passed down from generation to generation. Despite the influence of Western culture, many Tibetans continue to adhere to these principles. They consider them essential for good health and mental harmony. Even young people who receive education outside of Tibet often return to these practices. They realize their importance for physical and spiritual well-being. Today, traditions of abstinence are being integrated with modern knowledge of health and psychology. This is creating a unique synthesis of ancient teachings and a scientific approach to well-being. Now, if you are enjoying this deep dive into Tibetan culture, be sure to subscribe and like the video for more fascinating content. Buddhism's influence on marital traditions is substantial. Buddhism plays a significant role in family traditions in Tibet. Harmony between spouses is considered a prerequisite for spiritual growth. Fidelity and respect help a person move closer to enlightenment. Many Tibetan families adhere to the principles of Buddhist modesty. They avoid excesses, which is reflected in their marital relationships. Some monasteries hold special blessings for marriages. These ceremonies involve not only the newlyweds, but also their relatives. They include readings of sacred texts, offerings of lamps, local prayers, and guidance for the couple. They receive instruction on how to maintain love, respect, and mutual understanding in family life. Some couples spend several days in a monastery after the wedding. They perform special meditations aimed at strengthening the spiritual connection between spouses. Buddhist monks also act as mediators in resolving family conflicts. If tension arises between spouses or husbands, a spiritual mentor can help find paths to reconciliation. In some cases, monks conduct purification rituals. These are aimed at removing negative energy and restoring peace in the family. These rituals include burning incense, using ritual objects such as singing bowls, and conducting collective prayers. It is believed that such ceremonies help to banish negative karma and promote the restoration of harmony. In Tibetan families, collective meditations are also frequently practiced. These help strengthen patience, compassion, and mutual understanding among family members. Special attention is paid to the practice of mindfulness. Spouses are taught skills in self-control and inner balance. Buddhism also influences the upbringing of children. Parents teach their children respect for elders, adherence to Buddhist precepts, and preservation of family traditions. In childhood, many Tibetan boys and girls are sent to monasteries. Here, they can receive a basic spiritual education. They study the fundamentals of Buddhism, meditation, and sacred writings. Even if a child does not become a monk, such training helps them develop discipline and an understanding of Buddhist principles. Parents teach children how to properly handle the home altar, make offerings, and recite prayers. This creates a deep connection with religious traditions. Young couples often embark on pilgrimages to sacred sites to receive blessings for a happy family life. Such pilgrimages can last for several weeks or months. During this time, couples visit sacred temples, meet with wise mentors, and participate in Buddhist ceremonies. In rural areas, collective prayers are held regularly. Entire villages participate in these prayers, seeking well-being for their families. A key aspect of such gatherings is the joint preparation of ritual treats, the offering of gifts to monks, and the collective chanting of mantras. All of this contributes to strengthening family ties and maintaining the spiritual traditions of Tibetan society. The marriage traditions of Tibet attract the attention of not only researchers but also tourists. They are eager to learn about the culture of the region. Visitors come here not only for the breathtaking mountain scenery but also to see how Tibetans live. Local residents are known for their hospitality. They treat visitors to traditional dishes. Among these, dishes made from barley and dairy products are particularly popular. Tibetan tea with yak butter is one of the most famous drinks. It helps to warm up in the cold mountains. It has a salty taste that tourists may find difficult to get used to, but it is very beneficial for health. Also, in many homes, tsampa is served. This is a dish made from roasted barley flour mixed with tea or butter. It is the basis of the Tibetan diet. The people of Tibet deeply cherish their culture and traditions. They pass them down from generation to generation. In villages, you can see colorful festivals dedicated to religious holidays or the changing of seasons. During such events, local residents dress up in national costumes. They perform ritual dances and conduct traditional ceremonies. These are aimed at attracting good luck and well-being into the home. Buddhism permeates all aspects of Tibetan life. Monks play not only a spiritual, but also a social role. In some regions, they serve as teachers, doctors, or even mediators in resolving family disputes. In villages and small settlements, monasteries often become the center of community life. Residents come here not only to pray, but also to discuss important issues, participate in rituals, and learn the basics of Buddhist philosophy. Tibetan medicine widely uses natural ingredients. These include saffron, ginseng, and rhodiola rosea. These help the body adapt to harsh conditions.